ever noticed that no matter how many hours you work, it feels like you never get ahead? That's what I call the hourly trap. More hours does not necessarily equal more freedom. It just means more exhaustion. So when I was in corporate America, I thought taking on more responsibility would mean more money. But I'd work more hours, more time, and yet the paychecks stayed the same. I was just talking to a friend a few days ago, and her company had a bunch of layoffs, and she took on a bunch of new departments, and she got 250 additional employees with 6 new areas of responsibility. But guess what? No pay raise. I'm like, what? Come on now, really? But here's the reality. She didn't get a pay increase, and yet she's got a ton more responsibility. And there's some things that happen here. First of all, your time is finite. You only have X amount of time, and you want to spend it doing what you want to do. Trading time for money means you're always going to be capped because you work, and you're capped on your time. Number 2, burnout is real. I got to tell you, when I was in corporate America, I would be so burnt out because I was working so many hours. It affected my health, my relationships. Weekends would roll around, and all I'd want to do was sleep. So I had less fun, less joy. And number 3, there's zero leverage in it. So in other words, you're building someone else's dream. And when I looked at that, I'm building someone else's dream. What is my dream? What is my purpose? So I had to face the truth. Working harder and taking on more wasn't the answer. I needed a smarter way. And when I discovered my gratitude-based business model, I was intrigued. I was like, this is interesting that you're trading hours. You're not trading hours for dollars, but now I learned how to build residual income. Income that keeps coming in over and over and over again. So you do the work, it's kind of like this. You work, get paid. Work, get paid. And pretty soon you work, get paid, and get paid, and get paid. Work, get paid, get paid. And I saw the model, and I was like, that model is brilliant. Why didn't I know about that a long time ago? This shift gave me options. Options to show up for my family. Options for downtime, to go do the fun things with friends and family that I want to do. And I had the option to live life on my terms. I get to choose now who I work with, and I absolutely love that. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt stuck in the hourly trap? Like no matter how hard you worked and how many hours you put in, you were never going to get ahead? If it's yes, drop it in the comments because yes, you relate to my story. And my call to action is this. More hours won't buy you more freedom. Building leverage will. And if you're curious about how I broke free of the hourly trap, please feel free to message me below or send me a comment up in messages. Hey, I appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye.